At this point in your journey, you probably already know that Medicare comes in two parts, Part A and Part B. And today we're really going to talk about the hospital benefit under Medicare Part A. Now, Medicare Part A does not have a monthly premium for those folks that contributed paying a Medicare tax for at least 40 quarters. And 40 quarters are like a collective 10 years of paying a Medicare tax. Now, if you fell shy of the 40 quarters, for example, if you only paid into Medicare for 36 quarters, then your Medicare premium for Part A will not be free. You will actually have to pay for Medicare A, and the amount of money you pay really depends on how many quarters shy of the 40 you fell. So next to the word Medicare Part A and the hospital benefit, this little area right here, you will see a start date, or you will see if you're somebody that's investigating how all this works. So the start date of Medicare really depends on your 65th birthday. Typically, it's the first day of your 65th birth month. Now, when I say typically, because most people fall into this category, so let's just say I was born on August the 17th, and that'll be my 65th birthday. My Medicare effective date will always be August 1st. Doesn't matter if I was born on August 18th or 19th or the 20th or the 7th or the 8th, you get the picture. Now, the one exception to this is if I'm born on August 1st. If I'm born on August 1st, then my Medicare effective date is the month previous to my birth month, but it's always the first day of the month. So in this scenario, it would have been July 1st had I been born on the first day of the month. So Medicare Part A, you may be wondering, how do you enroll in this? And you answer that question with another question. Are you collecting Social Security? If you're collecting Social Security, then you don't have to do anything. Enrollment is automatic. However, if you're not collecting Social Security, then you must take some sort of physical action and apply for Medicare. Now, a lot of people are saying, hey, do I need Medicare at all? I have health coverage, or I have maybe enrollment through or health coverage through a previous employer. And so the good news about Medicare Part A is there's no late enrollment penalty. So even if you wanted to delay your enrollment into Part A, let's say by 3 years, so now you're 68 years old, your Medicare effective date will still be the date it always should have been, even though you delayed it. Now, Medicare Part B, oftentimes people are applying for A and B at the same time. That is the normal standard way to do it. Not enrolling in Part B when you should does result in a penalty, and there's exceptions to it, but again, that's another video for another time. So if you're on this Medicare journey and you're saying, hey, when should I really start to get involved in this process of whether I do or don't need to enroll in Medicare? We recommend 6 to 9 months out, start asking questions, start talking to Medicare pros, figuring it out what the game plan is going to be. But you can't actually enroll in Medicare until 3 months prior to your 65th birth month. And you'll do that through socialsecurity.gov. That's typically the easiest way. So Medicare Part A, even though it just says hospital on your card, it covers more than just inpatient hospital care. It covers home health care, hospice care, and skilled nursing care. And we're going to go through each one of those topics, but let's begin with hospital care. So if I go to the hospital and I am on Medicare, what is it going to cost? Well, Medicare says they're going to break it up into benefit periods. Your first benefit period is the first 60 days. You're just going to pay a lump sum. Doesn't matter if you're in the 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 59 days. It's a lump sum. It covers it all. If you're in the hospital after that consecutively, then day 61 through 90, you're going to pay a per day cost. And day 91 through 150, those are your lifetime reserve days. You're going to pay a greater per day cost. And once you use those days up, they're gone forever. You only get them once in your life. That's why they're called lifetime reserve days. Now, after that, day 151 plus, you actually pay the full cost. You don't have coverage at all. Now, these amounts change every single year. So if you want to know exactly what those costs are for the current plan year, just hit us up on our website, resourcemedicare.com. You scroll to the bottom of the homepage, and there's a little tab here called Medicare Forms, and from there we have all kinds of things that you can look at of current year costs for you. Now, the other thing Medicare Part A covers is home health care, and it's exactly what it sounds like: home health care delivered at my home. It must be delivered by a Medicare certified home health care agency, so a doctor has to certify that you're homebound. Now, this means that you're going to need some kind of intermittent skilled care. You're just doing it in the home. So that could be like physical, speech, or continued occupational therapy. Many, many different types of therapies where you can recover at home. But this is not permanent, completely temporary. That means that, hey, you're expected to improve within a reasonable amount of time. So Medicare doesn't pay for somebody to come out to your home and take care of you full time, like cook meals and bathe you. And that's long-term care. And Medicare doesn't cover that at all. But if it falls under home health care and it's temporary under these circumstances, then you'll pay nothing for it. Now, an offshoot of home health care, same type of care. So this is just done in a nursing home. It's called inpatient skilled nursing facility. So if you don't want to recover at home, you want to recover where there is a team of people. That's done in a nursing home. But again, this is temporary. This isn't a permanent solution. And so they break that down into a benefit period cost, much like the hospital. And so you must be in the hospital at least 3 days prior to getting approved for skilled care. So Medicare requires that. So you just can't go directly into skilled care. You got to be in the hospital for 3 days. Medicare is going to pay the first 20 days. After that, you're going to pay a per day copayment up to day 100. After that, Medicare doesn't help you at all. If you want to know what those costs, again, just hit us up on our website, resourcemedicare.com. And from there, you can see this year's skilled nursing facility costs. Now, for hospice care, Medicare Part A also covers hospice. Hospice is for the terminally ill. The terminally ill that are expected to meet their final resting place in 6 months or less. Now, you must agree, because this is a different type of care. It's palliative care. It's comfort care. They're going to keep you comfortable while you wait to die. That is a different type of care than the delivery of care that's saying, hey, there's hope. We think that you're going to live, and so we're going somewhere because we believe that you're going to survive. So this, you have to agree that this is comfort care only, okay? And you have to be willing to sign a statement to that fact that you're getting hospice care or palliative care instead of care to cure an illness. Now, you won't pay anything. Medicare pays 100% of that, at least the delivery part of it. But you could have some additional expenses with some of the inpatient respite care, medications, and room and board in nursing facilities. So, but the delivery of hospice care is covered 100% by Medicare. So Medicare Part A covers more than just those things. Those are kind of like the 4 pillars. And so if you want to know the ins and outs, it's really hard to do a timeless video and keep it short where you can get the gist of Medicare Part A. There are other things to learn. We have a whole resource library of on-demand videos on our website. So just hit us up there if you want to look at other topics, or just, contact a Medicare Pro. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can ask questions. You can do that literally anytime, year round. Thanks for joining us.